split around Thompson. I stayed there, didn't dare go home. So then, in between storms, then I headed home, and then it split at my house too, because it was heading right for it.
Yeah, I watched it come
Took
past
a right-hand turn.
We had no wind. William and I are standing outside while the tornado whistles are going off, trying to see what we can see. And it looked like it would be right out over just Gary's east side of his field just east of my house there, and his little phone was kept.
So that's where it was, on the east side of town.
That one, and I heard there was another one on the
Storm chasers had
further
all the
north.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's stand and
Oh yeah,
pledge of
I'll get
allegiance.
used to it somehow.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll consider for approval of minutes in the agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes and agenda.
I'll second it.
Motion by Jansvold, second by Derby to approve minutes and agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Is Amanda going to be on the phone, or is she going to be here in person?
I would think she'd be coming up.
Okay.
Just
Is
move
there
on to
anything
something else
for
till she gets here.
open forum that we can work on?
Yes. And maybe I told her that she didn't have to come. I don't remember.
Well, if she shows up, we'll do it.
We can call her too. She's downstairs.
There's your. I don't have that one memorized.
Do I call Kenna or Audrey?
I would call Audrey's number.
Or just let her talk to us herself.
She probably could just, being she's here.
Oh, hello.
You could try calling her. I don't know if she'll answer or not.
We were not in any hurry, but if you're free to tell us what you'd like to discuss, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So, I wrote down my little notes to keep myself on track. So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and it's a time dedicated to shine a light on an issue that affects countless individuals and families in our communities every year. So domestic violence isn't just a criminal justice matter, but also a public health and community safety concern. Awareness is one of the most powerful tools we have to encourage prevention, promote resources, and show survivors that they're not alone. To honor survivors, remember victims, and promote community awareness, so our office is asking to implement about a couple of awareness efforts throughout the month of October. One is we'd like to get some signage that has domestic abuse facts on it. So it's like what you would see like in the yard signs or whatever. And in that, it's going to share like important statistics and resources for the public. This signage, we're going to purchase purple lights to shine onto them. Purple is the color for domestic violence awareness, and so utilizing purple lights to shine on the signage can help to show and bring awareness that way too. There's also, we wanted to do, it's called the Silent Witness, and so they are cutouts that we're gonna make. There'll be wood cutouts that you paint red, and you put stories of people who have lost their lives to domestic violence. And so it's just a story of somebody. I know, so in Mason City, they do, where they do their Day of Remembrance, where they tell stories about the people over the past year who have lost their life throughout the state of Iowa as a way to promote domestic violence awareness. And so these There'd be like life-size cutouts, so we would have people lay down on them and we'd cut them out in the, kind of like a plywood type silhouette and paint them red with the stories. And those would be placed along the yard as well with the signage to kind of show that. And then also, you know, in the Christmas time, we have the lights in the windows, so we were thinking that we could get the little purple light bulbs and put them kind of in the windows to show awareness that way as well. So these efforts will serve kind of daily reminders to the community that domestic violence is a serious issue that thrives in silence and can only be addressed when we speak out and kind of stand together. So allowing these displays and lighting, it sends a message to Winnebago County that that Winnebago County stands united with survivors and remembers those who have lost and who we've lost in committing to fostering a safer and more supported community for all, and helps to give victims of domestic violence a voice to kind of know that Winnebago County is here to help foster a safe community and show that it's not okay and that we're here to kind of support and show awareness to all, because awareness and prevention is one of the best ways to kind of, it's not going to fully alleviate it, but it keeps it from being a silent epidemic, really, and kind of brings awareness to it. So that's great.
I think it's gonna be a great effort. I think you indicated, you know, for Winnebago County, but I think it goes much beyond that. I mean, what you do here can be shared on social media,
Yes.
or the people coming in and out of the area will see it, and I think it's gonna be good for everybody.
So you'll need to coordinate with Kevin on the lights. I think that's kind of a process, quite a process to get all those
Right.
lights in.
Yeah, and we can definitely coordinate with Kevin in figuring that out, and, you know, even if it's just, you know, might not be every window, or, you know, like different departments throughout, you know, if they wanna kind of go that way.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve the use of the courthouse and grounds for the domestic violence month.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold to use the courthouse grounds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
In the front up here,
Okay,
and maybe get purple bulbs for those
Yeah.
lights too.
yeah, absolutely. I'll let, Kenna is in charge of the purchasing of the.
That might be easier than putting all the candle lights out
Yeah,
and just put the,
Yeah, that's kind of where I was
Two
going,
bulbs.
Carla, because it's
Oh, yeah.
quite a
yeah.
job to,
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Perfect.
or maybe even a purple spotlight, you know, that can shine up on the front of the courthouse or something, so that it
Yeah, and so those purple spotlights would go on the signage too, so maybe we could, you know.
Figure out a
Figure
way.
out a way to put the purple.
I just know it's a lot of work for them to put all those
Yes,
little
yes,
bulbs
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely, perfect. Yeah, we will start going through it and doing all.
And you will be contacting KIOW, what media sources to promote this as well?
We will, and Kenna does all of our press releases and stuff.
Does
Alright.
your office work with Smile?
So Smile has, like for our Party Palooza event that we do every year, Smile is a part of that as well, so.
Good.
Yeah,
They're a good organization, do a lot of good work.
do a lot of good work, yeah, and so we coordinate a lot of times with those two.
Only use donated funds rather than,
Yep, and that's, we have, funds that we have available through, grants that we've written and through donations that have been made for
good work.
Do you
Thank
need
you.
to sign this as well?
No, I keep it.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll keep it here for
Alright,
her.
perfect, we will start doing all of the things.
All right.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
You wanna
Oh, pardon
you
me?
wanna call the sheriff? For drainage?
Well, we could. You probably have them on speed dial.
Yeah, there you go.
I think there's a lot to talk about today, Chris, so. Terry, do you want to start?
No, I don't know. In what I found out in Lake Mel's, the part that Goody was asking in the northwest part of town is not part of one of our districts.
Okay.
So, not our problem. It's a city.
One less.
Now, the other one you're talking about, I gotta see if it's on our map.
I would best describe it as north of Tasty Corner in town. Seed House in Lake Mills, that way.
Well, here's the spur line. The closest we get there, I think, I might have to bring it up on the phone. I think it's up the land northeast of there.
The reason that it kind of rung a bell was that there was a kind of a petition to clean out that ditch, and we all said maybe it didn't need to be cleaned, maybe there was issue farther north and east of Lake Mills, you know? Remember it
92?
with the pictures that we had? Yeah, was it
Yeah.
92? So I'm just wondering if that's where all this water that they're having trouble with in Lake Mills is supposed to go. I don't know.
I don't know that.
Yeah, but even if it was functioning perfectly,
It still could be bad.
Everything's full.
when you get 6 inches of rain all in one shot, it just isn't gonna,
Right. Yeah.
as you're going out north on the Mill Road, the dredge ditch you cross right there, just north of Gene Brass's, hardly ever is that thing full.
To full.
And it is full. And we only got, they got a little more north of town. I think Sam said he had 2.5 inches or something like that, but we only had 1 3/10 in town, but.
I had to go east of town last night, about 6 miles, and there's so much water.
Mhm.
So much water. It's over a couple of roads. I really need to put a sign up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that you can't go on that road. It's over it.
The ground was already completely
Driveway.
saturated, and then we dumped all that water on there again.
Fields. Yeah, it's a mess. The ditch right along here, DD5, that is so full, and then the field south of the highway, totally
Okay.
covered. That hasn't been since he dug that ditch. The south of the highway has not been any water, and now it's full.
Oh.
So it's just too much.
Yeah.
So what you're talking about, you said north of Tasty Corner.
Mm-hmm.
That is the end of lat 22 of what, DD 47 maybe?
Okay.
Does that hook up to that ditch that we were talking about that it,
Nope,
no,
no, it goes the other way.
that's
Goes
what
to
I
the-
wondered.
To the east and south.
Okay.
So again, that's not our issue?
It's not far from that ditch, but it goes the
That's
other
what
way.
I-
There's
when
the
it-
ditch, it goes this way.
All right.
Seems like it'd be easier to go to the ditch. but-
Yeah, you would think,
So
there's
Brian
not that
Young,
much of an elevation
Brian
change there.
Young might call you about it because he's been working in that part of town and just with the addresses, but you'll be able to look it up then and see.
Yeah, that it just goes the other way, so
So
we're
it,
at the end of the line.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's a very
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta wait for
So
everybody
that
else's
isn't
water to
getting
drain
down
first, yeah.
quite yet.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be 47.
Okay.
I mean, we all know that it's unusual, but when there's 3 feet of water in the basement, it makes you really.
Oh, that's awful.
So he was there with, new furnaces,
back in
just
the,
all
And
of it.
that part of town, didn't Chelsea used to live in that part of town?
Yeah.
Yes, so now I know where we are.
It'd be east of where she used to live.
You're right, and that has been a forever trouble because also of the grain. When they put in the co-op there, somehow they did something with the water flow.
Yeah,
and it has never been fixed.
It's like
but
Brian was-
Their issue, it's the,
it's-
I don't know
it's
who
the-
owns it,
but it's the
private.
cities.
it's,
Well, it's the railroad and the elevator.
it's the elevator's issue.
Oh,
When Mike was here, he tried to get them to do something and they didn't, and I don't know what can be done. The city tried to do what they could, the elevator won't do anything, and it affects those landowners.
it's just a lot of runoff
It's
there.
awful. But this year, because we haven't heard about it now in a few years, nobody has mentioned anything,
But now,
and now we're in drought. Oh, right?
Back in the 90s, we got 5 inches of rain in just a few hours in Buffalo Center. And it got so deep between my house and my neighbor's house. I had old windows. There's now glass block in there. But it pushed one of the windows in, and I ended up with
Mm.
probably 2.5 feet of water in my basement.
Oh,
There's another picture with the districts.
And you feel bad.
I had all my college papers and all that stuff, and they were in boxes that were sitting on top of cement block with boards. So I kept it off the floor. Got deep enough, ruined everything.
Yeah.
so you'll know what we're talking about if Brian gives you a call or any of those landowners.
Right, and
but-
the tile, to my knowledge, as of now, runs fine.
It's just
They
not
just
big
can't
enough.
get away.
Yeah, and it has nowhere to
It
go.
does flow east, not north, so that's it.
Yeah, and I'm sure whatever it's going into east is also full.
So would it go all the way over to like Bart Winters where we fixed on
Mhm.
Smokies and then
Yeah,
south
it goes
to
down into
the,
there.
It goes through the east side of town.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I wondered too. Okay. All right,
Different lateral at Bart.
all right.
Yeah, sorry.
So I'll be interested to watch in Thompson, things are piled up there. They only had 2.5 inches of rain, but after an inch before that and after another. But we'll see how fast that goes down after we shedded that main
Right.
tile.
Right. I did talk to a gentleman who came in and was asking about the letter, and he's like, yeah, I've got some willow trees, and I said, that would be so nice if you took those down. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, because he's very much for the drainage and the tile and understanding it, and I thought that was very nice, that he's gonna try to do what he can to help out. And he said his neighbor wanted to plant a tree, and he's like, no, don't you know that's on the title? So I thought it was very nice.
Be selective what you plant.
Right, well, and people don't know.
We need
No, nobody
those
thinks it.
signs that have the red circle with the line through it.
I don't know,
And a
maybe we
tree
should
behind
make
it.
up a letter for areas like that to send out to the people we're billing, indicating if you're gonna plant a tree, know where your tile line is.
And maybe the
And
city
what
can
type
help
of
us
tree?
with that or
Mm.
something. You know,
Yeah, that would be helpful.
because most people don't come to the county when they buy a house.
Oh, and
You know, they
wonder
would go
where
to
to put a
city for their
tree.
utilities and sign up,
Mhm.
so it'd be nice if they had something.
Yeah, they could have one on file at the city to give
You
to
know.
them.
Hey, there's the drainage district, you're in it, this is where the tile is, kind of boom.
It's not like it's something we can drop in their utility bill because it's postcards.
Right.
All right, any other drainage for Chris today? Did you have any?
I did meet with
Oh.
Holland Contracting on James Anderson's
Mm.
and talked about, well, that was the north one across from Dave Albertson's.
Okay.
That they'll have to get to in the fall. It was in our picture from last spring. Yeah, it's a huge drown out spot. There's the 1A goes on the west side of it. No, 1A goes on the east side, 1 goes on the west side, and it's all drowned out in the between. But we looked at the ditch, and there's a ton of water coming out of it now. So that means everything that goes to the northeast, that lateral, I can't remember what that one's called, but that one must be working fine. It actually goes across the blacktop and drains that.
How does it look by Danny's? I forgot to look yesterday when I went through there.
I haven't been by that part.
Okay. I'll
What
swing.
district are you talking about?
I'm talking about, let's see, this is, I
The
gotta
one
find
on
my
the highway that we
bearings.
just did?
77, I
Yeah.
think.
Because the field just where James Farms, where his acreage is, yeah, Holland was gonna come back. They
Yeah.
had said that they weren't done.
So,
Oh, they
I-
said they weren't done? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, where
that
James
answers-
lives, yeah.
Yeah,
We talked about that one too, so
Okay.
And I called James and
Mhm.
let him know that as soon as I see his beans out, they'll come in and do it.
Right.
And then same with this other one, they're gonna come in and fix that as soon as the corn's out.
okay,
But this other one, this 77, the main actually goes to the east and north across the road. And I would say 3/4 of the, or maybe 80% of the district is coming from that. So this is just a small portion of it that's being affected. And it's probably not working. Because it should have drained down last spring. Even if it was working.
These guys are gonna be so busy this fall. I gotta get my name in right now.
right.
Oh, and that's, I wanted
Of
to,
course, you haven't been out in the field to find out what you need it for yet.
I
You're
can
just
see
gonna
it from the
pre-
road.
Oh, you already know.
Oh, man, it's awful.
but maybe their private tiling may not be as busy with the prices the way they are, you know?
That's true.
May open opportunities for us up.
Mhm.
The only thing I had is Scott sends a email to Terry and Carla and I, Brody and Ethan. I don't know why Brody's in it, but, anyway, Jason Worth talked about DD one ditch south of Thompson. When the ditch goes down, he'd like it to be investigated because it seems to hold water. He's droned it, can't find the obstruction. He would like the district to hire the Jacobson Westergaard to float the ditch and shoot the bottom to see how it compares to the design when they cleaned it a few years ago. He said after the ditch was cleaned, it would drain, and now it doesn't.
And I had requests from, I think it's on the, well, Don Mathis and who else? Somebody else about that part of the ditch not draining properly. That's when we looked at underneath the bridge and things like that. And we were gonna maybe get somebody in there to look at some of the obstructions, and I drove the ditch, going to the east and found a few places, but, right now, everything's way above that.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
he
lines.
probably couldn't really see anything, any sloughing or any of that with a drone now with the
Right.
water
when it
level.
is so underwater.
I can identify, I have pictures of the sloughs when it was low,
Right,
so I know those, and then it started raining, so
right.
I don't
But
think it
I
stopped.
don't know if we would want to hire the engineer if we can just have,
Ethan look at it,
or just
Scott.
have it maybe spot cleaned.
Yeah.
I don't know, Well, it's up to you guys, but I'd hate to hire an engineer to get all those costs.
It does seem like the area crossing the highway, I think on both sides, it seems like it's kinda high, so maybe up by Coon Grove, it is kinda blocking it a little from draining all the way.
Yeah. So it'd be nice maybe to get a contractor to just go out there with you or whatever, cause you've seen it and see what you guys think before we get to an engineer.
Yeah, we could, gotta wait for it to go down.
Sometime,
Probably should line somebody up previously though
yeah.
to be in when it's time. And maybe that's the winter
And
thing.
Larson did it as a contract job. I don't know, and I know Helgeson has been out there since and cleaned some spots, so I don't know if you wanna give it a shot and just see if he's available at some point. And maybe when the crops are out, so you can just go out there and.
Who would that contact be?
Sean Helgeson.
Oh, Sean, okay.
That's who worked on it last, you think?
They've
Okay.
done a couple things throughout there.
Okay.
So,
Is that the same ditch where we had the one bridge that wasn't quite, put in at grade or something like that?
No, that's a lateral to the north.
It's a lateral to the north.
Right, and didn't the DOT just do something under the highway?
Well, not really. They did a couple years ago, and then I mentioned to them this year, they were fixing an outlet of a culvert coming down the north side of the highway into the drainage ditch.
Okay.
I don't know if he actually did anything down under, but
Okay,
maybe it's flushed out. Who knows?
right, there's probably a lot of things going on with the water right now.
I would like to look at it when it's down.
Correct.
I think I might have pictures when it was low. I can look back and see what I have there. But yeah, I can get together with Sean and Gary on that.
Yeah. Okay, because they also have a drone, so,
Okay.
I mean, that would be nice to look at it again when the water's low, see if you can see anything.
Well, maybe if they have an underwater version.
Great, some kind of camera.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Submarine?
Yeah.
Right. To make the water clear too, you'd need that.
Yeah. With sonar.
Right, be great. Other than that, I don't have anything today.
Wouldn't that be cool to have underwater one with sonar and LiDAR and have all elevations and
Yeah, that
Yeah.
neat noise like used to be on the voyage of the bottom of the sea. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna call Scott.
Okay, thank you.
all right,
Thank you.
I think if you could make that affordable, really.
Hey, Scott, we're ready for you.
I saw there was
Thank you.
on Facebook there was 2 drones for spraying. They're like huge, and a trailer to go with it, and like a bunch of batteries. Somebody's selling for 60,000.
Just 60,000. Huh?
I don't know how much use the batteries are anymore, but how much they cost to replace.
Used to go to the cities, right on the south side of the cities there. They're always used to sit up there on the east side of the road, that mini submarine. We should have bought that and retrofitted it.
Keeps
It's still
raining like
there.
this, it'll be a
Is
good
it still there?
investment.
I don't remember seeing it lately.
I
No,
thought I
I've
saw
seen
it.
it too.
Have
I
you
saw
seen it?
I
Mm-hmm.
think
Yeah.
it was just recently. I saw it.
I've evidently missed it the last few times.
A few more trees are growing up. I don't
Maybe
think they're
that's-
keeping it up like they used to.
Yeah.
We had dry fertilizer, urea, put on a week ago with that drone. That was
Oh,
pretty
is
fun
that
to
right?
watch.
Hmm.
75 pounds an acre. That's
Boy,
a
that
lot of
must take a
filling.
lot of trips.
That's a lot of trips.
Yeah, yeah.
My son-in-law was thinking about getting something that would do things like that. And
Do it. Do it.
it's expensive.
You can get into a used one for maybe 15 or 20,000, but not with the I mean, you'd have to have
can
the
see where-
trailer and the stuff.
I can see where the 2, then you can have one working while you're, switching batteries and filling the other one, and then back and forth. Makes use of your time better. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, you see them everywhere.
Yeah, they're getting more and more popular all the time.
I
But-
don't know if Friesenberg and Larson are getting into that at all, or
I don't know. The thing that's nice about it, like Friesenberg and Larson couldn't take off because it was too wet, the runway. So with a
I suppose.
helicopter, you don't have a problem with that, or a drone.
I saw
So
a full-sized helicopter south of Buffalo Center spraying the field.
we hired from Algona because they take off on a hard surface on the
Oh, yeah.
airplanes.
Yeah.
Anything else for open forum that we had, or? No? Wow.
you guys know of anybody that would be an airplane mechanic interested in relocating to the area?
Nope.
There's a business that would like to retire and have been doing it for years.
Oh.
An opportunity for somebody to get into it and have a nice business.
Oh, my first cousin. That's what he did in the military, was work on jets, like fighter jets and stuff.
The first person that came to mind was, remember Gary Honkin?
Mm-hmm.
Rutland's brother-in-law.
Oh.
Francille would have been his wife.
Hmm.
Anyway, his son, their son, worked for the airport up in Minneapolis. He's about retirement age too.
Yeah, well, he's also, his name is Frank Camish, but he's living down where his wife is from in Missouri. I don't think he's going to be moving back anytime soon.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning.
Thanks for that information yesterday. That helped out. When I was asking about, I couldn't tell from the website whether I could get to Asmus or not.
Well, it's technically closed, but that being said,
You can get through.
you can get through because they're trying to haul materials in and out of there. And
I wondered with all the rain and stuff too, what's done looks awesome.
yeah, so up at Osmus, the update is they got 40th Avenue almost entirely done with the grading portion, and they have the rock surface on at least the center 30 feet, I'll call it. So they have it passable in all directions. The transitions from the new rock into the old roads is a little bit sloppy, but it looked like it was holding up okay, even after the rain. The ditches fared pretty well through it all as well.
They're
They had
running.
3.5 inches of rain up there. They had all the culverts in and the dirt work done in the ditches, so it was all opened up and flowing well. And they dig kind of some holes in front of the upstream end of the culverts to kind of give it a little settling basin for some of the silt to come out of there. Usually helps keep the pipe clean when we get small rains. I don't know. We got a crazy rain here this week. Anywhere from 5 inches, I heard, in some spots, and well more than that in other parts, in other counties. So they didn't work yesterday, and I think they're gonna get machines going today and see what they can do.
So they're all concrete culverts in there.
All the new ones are. They replaced the main driveways to the Osmus properties and one of the field entrances. One of the driveways had an okay pipe, it was plastic, so they just put new ends on it. And then one of the driveways had a metal culvert that they left. But all the pipe under the road will be concrete also.
Look good.
Yeah, they were hoping to be done with dirt work by Labor Day with good weather. I don't, with the rain, I don't know if that'll pan out. But
I think they'll probably have a good week now, the rest of the week.
Fair chance on Friday.
That's after they're done working probably.
yeah, fortunately, the road building portion going forward is mostly rock and not as much dirt. Most of the dirt work now is on the shoulders, on the four slopes. So, that might help kind of keep them out of the mud in a sense. They gotta still have good material from the borrow pit to come and compact it on the four slope though. But I think they had it shaped up so it's draining and everything like that. It'll dry out as fast as possible.
What's the status on the paving north of Rake? Is that all done or?
The paving north of Rake. So we have all of the hot mix paving is yet to be done.
Okay.
And that includes R20 from Highway 9 to the state line. It includes all the roads around Rake and Gray Street, and then all of the full depth of the road out to Osmus. And I expect that they would do all of that at the same time.
Okay. Well, I had somebody from Minnesota asking me if they're gonna, that transition to Minnesota is not great.
It's pretty rough. When you slow down for that bump sign. That one
I
means,
suppose I could ask them if they could read the bump side.
Yeah. Right. Sometimes bump sides are not too bad.
I think
you know.
their comment was referring to, they thought we were done.
Oh, right, if
Oh,
we were done,
yeah.
nobody would be happy with that. We
No,
have, one major phase yet to be done, and
Okay.
that will take care of that transition.
I've talked to a few people that have made comments about it, and I says, well, when it's completely done, it'll be nice.
Yeah, if there's a bump there then we have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
But early September is what they've said, and I think it's a moving target that relates mostly to the dirt work on the hospice project.
And it was kind of nice they weren't doing the paving around there last weekend anyway, being Drake had their 125th celebration.
Yeah, other than a few bumps and where the transitions are, it's not too, it's pretty good right now. Surface is smooth and everything.
Rice Lake?
Rice Lake, we have, I guess, no real updates other than the project is planned to be a 2026 project. So they're looking at spring of next year project. That's all I know. We got all the contracts signed and executed. We got sales tax forms back to them, so all of the administrative work is done. And
Is there anything that needs to be done out there to make it safe for winter?
Our guys are gonna put a thin patch on that culvert crossing just to make sure we don't have to babysit it in the winter. So they'll basically shave off the surface of those millings and put a thin asphalt patch on it just to get us through the winter, and that's about it.
You'll do that with hot mix then, or?
Yeah. So our guys have built a hopper for paving, and that'll be their first test.
Do you have pictures of it?
I don't. I could send you some stuff. Ethan has put some pictures together, all painted up and everything is ready.
See how creative you guys get.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he wants me to tell you this, but basically they built it off of video clips from some outfit somewhere else in the country.
Yeah.
That would use
That's
more
what
like
it's going to.
That's
these
what's-
days.
Yeah. They just rewind it and replayed the clips to try to figure out the details.
We
and,
basically threw away all of our manuals at the farm to look it up.
YouTube it, right?
Yeah. I
Better,
do
more interesting, faster.
Yeah. So that's, I think, about all the updates for construction. We have a few things maintenance-wise. Well, I guess the new shop, we are getting very close. We have just a very small amount of the punch list to kind of work through with Kingland before we finalize that out. And then there's concrete sealer inside the building that needs to be put down. And I think they got most of the joints resawed in the building, but the approach pad is still yet to be resawed. And then there remains a couple of loose screws and some roof leaks to track down. So we're working through that. Inside the building, Grow Electric is hoping to be done next week. Young Plumbing is basically done except for kind of waiting on us to finish the inside of the office before they hook up some fixtures. And then Jeff Thompson, with our crew, is working on the drywall and finishing on the inside, and I think they're sanding the inside today, ready for paint. Cabinets are done and can be installed once we get all that work done.
Where'd those come from?
We had Leland Woodworks make them. On the outside, I think just kind of site restoration and continue to work on the seating. We got the septic in and all the downspouts and drains all buried. I guess, of course, we got the salt shed coming here sometime in September.
So you have some signage up on the parcels for sale?
Right, so we have an auction scheduled for September 10th for the sale of all of our properties and split them between 3 parcels. One parcel is the Sunnyside property with the gravel pit pond and 50 odd acres of farmland. The second parcel is the 2 big shops and the 4-stall garage grouped together. And the third parcel is the 2 salt sheds, including the dome and the open-sided coal shed. And those auctions go live in September. I don't have the date on that, but I think they're open for
About a week or so.
a little more than a week, I think.
So who's been showing them? Has your realtor been doing that, or you guys,
We
or?
had an open house for the shops last week, and we had, I'd say, 4 interested potential buyers stop by, so that was encouraging. Our realtor has been reaching out to anybody that we've heard has been interested to try and, cover the bases there. We've had it advertised in the papers and basically all the local news outlets. It's been on our Facebook page, it's on our website, it's on theirs. They've had mailers to all the 4-city zip code and have some posters around town.
It'll be interesting, there's another auction in town of a commercial building along the highway at the end of the month. The old Wagner tire down.
Kevin
across the
Wagner's tire shop.
All right.
That's not probably as big or not as tall. It's a different type. It's along the highway, so it's got value along the highway just for
Sure.
the lot.
Yeah.
When is that one? Did you notice?
It's 27th or so, something like that, of this month.
And then, see, our rock and gravel run is nearing completion, may be done early next week, so they have pretty much the whole county done except for Mount Valley, and they're working there now. So early next week, what do they have? Maybe a dozen miles left, something like that. And then, of course, we got blades out right now, touching up washouts and stuff after the rains. Maybe it's worth reminding people that if they see a gully that would be dangerous to hit, just to call. We don't always get over every mile in the next couple of days after a bad rain, and it doesn't always wash out in the same spots. So we're trying to cover that up and get all those gullies fixed up. We got maybe half a dozen locations that are still underwater or have a trickle of water going across the surface as culverts catch up. Overall, with the amount of rain we had, I thought the damage was pretty limited. I think once the water goes down, we'll have not a lot of damage to report. Maybe a couple spot loads to some of those low spots, but no roads washed out or culverts to replace or anything like that. Anything else?
I don't have anything.
I can't think of anything.
Looks good out there. Did the rain cause some trouble with erosion on your landscaping or whatever?
Say our county shop is probably the most, had some erosion, mostly because they had done some of the topsoil work recently.
Mm.
Haven't had any vegetation.
It's all loose.
So, that's a trick because, all the erosion control measures are in the way when you do dirt work. So you try to get it done quick. Put up erosion control measures,
Did they
and then-
pack it after they put the black dirt on?
Well, not with a packer, but, as they.
'Cause that really helped on
skip
my
the
latest
line,
project.
that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that dozer out there, you get quite a bit of compaction under a dozer track.
But if you're gonna seed it, why do you don't really want to pack it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Ruggles Brothers had a thing that they used after they packed it, just some kind of a little surface fluffer
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, little cultipacker or something.
There we
Yeah.
go. Good.
Is the property out that we're gonna sell out at Sunnyside, is that all done for cleanup and what we're gonna do?
Yep. So we hauled out of there all summer for the rock pile, so we got another, so it's at least half gone probably. And so that pile will remain until next summer and we'll haul it out. But otherwise, everything, I think is.
So a year from now, that pile will be gone probably.
I would say, yep, a year from now it'll be gone.
one of our maintainers was on the road this morning, I think, was just coming up.
Out of the pit there.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of water that comes off the yards there and will eat out the put gullies across that road, so it's possible they were fixing that up. Doesn't have any ditches, so it doesn't drain.
All right. Well, there's nothing else. We'll move on. Thanks, Scott.
well, I've got a question for you when we get to, approval of county claims. What I'm on there was like $6,000 some for bolts. Is that like for blades and stuff? And
The salt shed is coming together with bolts. They're bolting the entire planking system on the inside of the poles.
oh, okay.
So, I don't know, we debated about whether or not structural screws would be sufficient. All the other sheds we have are bolted together and they don't.
Yeah.
So,
Bolt.
it takes a little more effort to drill through 16 inches of a pole and 3 inches of a plank. You got something with
Are they
that.
stainless steel or
Yeah.
something?
They're galvanized, and the reason it costs so much is because there's 540 of them.
Yeah. Bolts aren't cheap, even just little ones
Yeah,
anymore.
and they're
So
like
it's
$7.50 a piece.
yeah,
But they're, the bolts are this long, galvanized, come with nuts and washers.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a construction cost.
All right, that's
But we did buy maybe $3,000 worth of bolts the other day for sign bolts from Fastenal too. Just bolts can cost a lot unless they're whatever, 3/8 bolts. So.
All right.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Anything else for open forum? We're done? Okay. Consider for approval of county claims. Thank you, Scott.
Has not looked at these yet, she's not in, but
We can look through them. It's the same.
Not changed.
I'll make a motion to approve the county claims.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Derby and seconded by Jensvold to approve the county claims. All in favor say aye.
All right.
All
Aye.
opposed? Motion passed. Meeting adjourned.